Hey, yo. I got to do it this week because AJ's not in the house, and whoever's on the mic, whoever's emceeing, we will forever pay our respects to Scott Hall, Razor Ramon. Rest easy, big guy. We still miss you. We miss you every day. But it is me. It's Double V, the Viceroy of Verisimilitude. Nico LaRose filling in for AJ. We're like two girls who are trying to synchronize their periods. We can't seem to get it quite right. One week AJ's here, then I'm missing. Next week I'm here, AJ's missing. But it's fine. We've got most of the ministry in the house. Guys, sound off. Who's in here with me?
What's up? I'm Den the Tech, the wrestling fan that don't watch wrestling.
There it is.
Yeah, all right, Big Tone once again in the zone.
Big Tone in the zone. And finally joining us, we have
Big Tone in the zone, and it's Leon Uso Simsy in the house. How you doing, y'all?
I thought it would be at this point Leon Wyatt Simsy, but okay.
Yeah, what the hell?
I like that. Or Dallas. Well, Leon Dallas Simsy.
We'll see after the Royal Rumble. Eh?
We'll see. It's a very small card by recent modern wrestling standards, but it is, I think, a card which should allow for a little bit of discussion while having a bit of predictability. So we have got a few matches to go through for this Royal Rumble card. I believe 5 in total, if I'm not mistaken. Men's Royal Rumble, Women's Royal Rumble, Bianca versus Alexa. It's only 4. No, it is 5. Bray Wyatt versus LA Knight, and Roman versus
That's a typical
KO.
Rumble. They always have about 5 matches for a Royal Rumble.
Remember, the Rumble itself goes over an hour each. Each Rumble goes over an hour.
7 was the magic number, but we'll try to keep the show to an hour as we try to predict the 2023 Royal Rumble event. Right. By virtue of fuck all, except the way that the list goes. Let me get this sorted out, and I believe it should be Monsieur Big Tone going first. So let's get you over there. And let's start you off with, what should we start you with? Let's have some fun. Bray Wyatt versus LA Knight. The Mountain Dew Pitch Black match.
I know. I love the way it's called the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match. What, they're going to be sipping like Mountain Dew or something? Well, obviously, Bray Wyatt's got to win this. It's just what wackiness we're going to see in there. Is it going to push the Uncle Howdy storyline on? Hell, could Uncle Howdy cost Bray Wyatt the match? But I'm pretty sure this is his first one, isn't it? Since his return.
Leon should be able to answer that.
The match of the year contender.
Well, televised, yes, because he had a dark match or a live TV match against Jinder Mahal, but as televised, that this will be his first match. Yeah.
All right, so I don't think you're gonna make Bray lose on his first match back. So it's got to be Bray, really, isn't it?
That's all you got to say on that one.
Well, it's such a weird thing. It's going to be one of those cinematic matches, isn't it? So we don't know what we're going to expect.
I think so.
Yeah, and also at the same time, the only question I have is how are they going to show up? Is Alexa going to show up? Yeah, we have no idea what's going into this match, so it's hard to sort of predict or talk about.
Okay, fair. So let's go from you to Uso.
Yeah, got to agree with Big Tone on this one. You could say it's an easy one to say that Bray would win, but Big Tone made a very good point about Uncle Howdy making him lose the match. You don't know which way it will go. It seems like he's kind of embracing the darkness now, so because of that, it leads him to winning his first match. Again, like Tone, not really much to put on it, really. It's going to be a cinematic kind of thing, in which case, he rules in that domain. So my choice, Bray Wyatt.
All right, I'll bring AJ in up next.
Right, the pitch black match. We're talking Bray Wyatt versus LA Knight. So on paper, this should be a dark arts match. It should all be Bray Wyatt. I don't think so. You look at historically, you look at Buried Alive matches, stuff like that, Inferno matches. Those who should be in favor end up losing, and I believe, similar to where I believe Uncle Howdy made a statement for Alexa Bliss, I think it's actually going to cost Bray Wyatt against LA Knight, and I believe it also benefits LA Knight. We've seen Bray Wyatt for many years. Bray Wyatt's a former champ. He's just had the torch passed to him by the Undertaker. LA Knight was the maximum male model, man. Like, we need to put LA Knight on the map, on the main roster, and I believe this is the match to do it and hopefully extend the feud. Whereas if Bray wins, what does it mean? LA Knight's buried. LA Knight for the win for me. Yeah.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Den, have a crack, mate.
Right. I'm going with the contender. The one that could have been the Wrestler of the Year 2022. Bray Wyatt. Simple fact, I don't know who LA Knight is. I know it's been going on. So yeah, I'm going with what's again, Bray Wyatt. Once again, just what AJ just said. If Bray Wyatt doesn't win, he's been here for how long now, mumbling about this bull, whatever is going on with. If he doesn't win, yeah, then he's getting buried. He came back and got a hype, and then he's only lose his first match back? Squash. I don't care. Bray.
So, based on everything you guys have said, this is, and AJ's added a little bit of sugar, spice, and everything nice to this discussion. Shout out to the Powerpuff Girls. But, yeah, I see you. I see you all knowing Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup. But this isn't actually as straightforward as it looks. AJ did make a very good point saying that the coffin matches and the Inferno matches, the people who should win don't always necessarily win. The overriding factor, I believe, is down to you don't bring the guy back and have him lose his first match. Like, you just can't do it. Is there a storyline to be told with Bray Wyatt losing? Yes, you could make Uncle Howdy Bray Wyatt's leader, which isn't something that I believe anyone saw coming. Everyone always thought Howdy was going to be kind of like a split personality of Bray. We now know that's not the case. So you could go down the route of Bray being one of the Wyatt Six and Howdy's the big boss of it all. I don't know where they go with this. There is a lot of storyline to be told by having Bray lose, but I think bad booking if you have him lose. What I will say, though, is I think they've been very clever by making people like me who are kind of about LA Knight, and even more about LA Knight when he did the whole maximum male models thing. Win or lose, I actually think he's coming out of this quite bulletproof, even if he loses, because it's expected that Bray should win, mostly, AJ. But he's done such a great job on the promos over the last few weeks that I think he's now put himself front and center in the bookers and the public's mind. So I'm going to go Bray, but I think LA Knight's done a fucking great job about making himself relevant.
If I could just piggyback off that, I feel that this is being his first great showing, really, because for people who didn't know Eli Drake from Impact and NWA, for people who did watch NXT and see LA Knight there, yeah, you're not really gonna know what he's capable of. I've always known that this guy can speak and he's great, and he could be one of the very best if they push him. So hoping that you're true, hoping what you're saying is true, Nico, that he is bulletproof, and that he'll be in more programs after this. I don't want him to just get beat and then slip down the card.
Yeah,
LA Knight, he kind of reminds me of, whether you want to refer to him as Mr. Anderson or Mr. Kennedy, he's got that same kind of fire. Do you know what I mean? Yep. Where, referring to you, Nico, even if he loses a match, he's bulletproof. He can go on. He could go on and have a feud with I don't know, Roman Reigns after that, even if he loses, because he's that kind of guy. He keeps it 100 all the time.
I'd agree.
Unless he goes against Randy Orton, then you know what happens to Kennedy. Quick question, Nico, could you help me out here? The main thing I care about right now is the points between us.
Yeah, sorry.
Do you know the points?
Yeah, I do have the points handy. So this is the final scores of Survivor Series. So how we all finished after that pay-per-view. Big Tone won that event along with AJ, both of them picking up 4 points. Leon and Den got 2, and I did really good by getting 1 point, which brought the entire totals for the season. Big Tone is on 5, Leon's on 4, AJ's on 5, I'm on 5, Den's on 5.
Shit. Come on, if I don't win this, I'm
And you
coming
have,
for you, Leon. Come
including
on,
this
Leon.
one, including this, I believe you have 4 pay-per-views to fix that.
I
got
could come
Royal
dead
Rumble,
last.
I
You got
should be on
Royal
6.
Rumble, Elimination Chamber, Mania, and the AEW. It's Revolution, isn't it? AEW Revolution.
I should be on 6, but I got fucked over by.
I don't want to hear it. Everyone got fucked over.
Damn. I could come dead last.
You could.
All right, cool. I need to start watching the product.
Good time to watch it, brother. End of the season, road to WrestleMania.
Crap. All right,
Just for the fuck of it, let's keep you on screen for this, and let's go Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens.
Thank you. Woo! I just want to make it easy because I'm going first. So yeah, keeping it the way I want to keep it. I can't see Roman losing. I don't know who's gonna beat Roman. Everyone's got their prediction of who's gonna beat him. This is like, Taker at WrestleMania, where it's like, who's gonna actually take away the unbeaten streak? Who's gonna be the person to beat Roman? And now I hear the spit in the belt. Is Roman gonna have a bad weekend and just lose everything in one weekend?
That's what I'm thinking. I'll come on.
But yeah, anyway, going from that, obviously you can tell my pick is Roman Reigns winning this match. Yeah. Damn, y'all too close to me.
Cool. I'll go next. I think, listen, the last time Roman and KO had a match, ironically, was at the Royal Rumble. I think we're going back to 2020, 2 years ago. While there was a bit of a botch when it comes to the handcuffs, that match was fantastic. Genuinely fantastic. These two have got superb in-ring chemistry together. KO, unfortunately, in WWE, is the little guy that could just. And he's made for losing the big matches. Do I think if he went to another organization, he'd be top of the card? Yeah, 100%. Steen would be an AEW world champion. I don't doubt that. Maybe there's space for him to be world champion in the future, but this ain't it, man. I would like him to be world champion in the future, but you're not taking the belts off Roman before Mania. Not when there are so many great story avenues, and what all these avenues, all these roads have in common, all roads lead to Roman Reigns. You're not going to take the belt off him now. That would be fuckery of the highest degree. Just bad booking, to be honest. All right, let's go with AJ.
Kevin Owens versus the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. Look, Kev, I love you. I love everything that you do. But let's be honest, all roads lead to WrestleMania. This reign is everlasting. It's not ending now. It's not ending now. That's just the pure of it. If it was one title, you may have convinced me. The Usos are doing the Raw tag titles, the SmackDown titles. This is still a joint title. It's close. Roman versus Kevin Owens. This is the third time at a Rumble. Third time lucky for Kevin. Actually, I'm not sure. I think Kevin might have won the first one. I can't even remember, but it doesn't matter. Bottom line, the Tribal Chief is still going to be the one at the end of the day because it's WrestleMania or beyond. So sorry, Kev, but the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns gets my vote today.
Yeah. Leon, you're on next, brother.
Yeah, both AJ and you both make a very good point about the reign. He's not losing at any time now. Not to mention they're already kind of presenting WrestleMania to you with Roman Reigns as the main event, and obviously he's going to be the champion for that.
Yeah.
So it's an easy one. I don't see him losing the title anytime soon. Even if plans were to change, I still see him walking out with the title. If this is the rubber match, then this is the rubber match where Roman Reigns reigns supreme and goes on to WrestleMania. And as you said, Nico, there are so many avenues you could go down where the main event, if it's Kevin Owens, it's not that box office. Where it's Roman Reigns, come on, Roman Reigns versus Cody, Roman Reigns versus The Rock, Roman Reigns versus anybody, he's the new, fuck with him and he'll make you famous. So that being said, yeah, Roman's taking those titles to WrestleMania. So still your reigning, defending, undisputed Universal Heavyweight Champion of the world, Roman Reigns.
Oh, jeez, you had to give him the whole sentence. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Big Tone in the zone.
Yeah. I mean, again, we said it time and time again. Roman Reigns is the final boss of professional wrestling. It makes no sense to neuter the final boss 3 months before your biggest show. Sure, he could get the titles back, but then you just kill the whole continuous run thing, and I don't see why you would do that. If you do that, you're stupid, to be honest. I do want KO to be champion. I think he should be champion even this year when they split up the titles again. He should get a run. Yeah. Ironically, what I would like to happen is Sammy to get the belt and then KO betray him again. That was sweet if we did that. But again, I'm jumping ahead. Like we said, pun intended, there's a lot of roads to WrestleMania, yeah, that could happen, whether it be Cody, whether it be The Rock. And either of those matches are big box office draws, so you're not gonna get them take the belt off Roman here. But again, we'll get a great showing of KO and a good escalation of the story wherever they're taking it with Sammy. Whether he is going to go for the tag team titles, whether he is going to go for a world title, either way, we're going to get that story progression. So I'm looking forward to the match.
Cool.
You know what? Just one more thing to cap on Big Tone's what you just said. There's more of a storyline for wrestlers that go for a title they've never won, more than a wrestler who's already won that title in the past. Kevin Owens has already won the Universal title, whereas Cody Rhodes has never won the big one. The tag titles, Sami Zayn, has he been tag champion?
Yeah, he's been tag champion multiple times.
Okay. But then if he were to go on for the world title, that's a title he's never won. And you get more of a reaction and it's more box office than someone who's already won the title.
Yeah, the fans will be more behind him, no doubt.
I agree with all of this. I think the way the cookie crumbles is either Big Tone goes on next. No, Big Tone started already. Leon, we'll keep it with you. To start first.
Yep.
Let's go Bianca versus Alexa.
Yeah. You know what? I've been thinking about this match, and there's so many ways. So as you said, Nico, the word avenue is the word of the day today. There's so many avenues that this could go down if Alexa were to win. But at the same time, Bianca Belair won the women's title at WrestleMania last year. She is kind of the female version of that Roman Reigns run. She's been dominantly winning her matches, dominantly defending her title, and I don't really see her losing her title until WrestleMania as well. Just by the way, they've just put 2 rockets on her and sent her to the moon. As much as they've put it like Bray's got this thing over Alexa again and stuff like this, I think it's just, I don't know, a mind game thing. But I think Bianca Belair will overcome that. I don't see her losing her title, not before WrestleMania. So as much as a threat Alexa Bliss is, as much as she can play the games, the mind games between her being badass or her using the influence of Bray Wyatt and Uncle Howdy, I still don't think that's going to be enough to overcome Bianca Belair, not at the Royal Rumble. Because the women's Royal Rumble is going to mean something. In order of whoever's going to win may go on to face Bianca Belair. She's the person to beat now, if not Charlotte Flair. So, Bianca Belair to retain the title onto WrestleMania.
Interesting. Let's hear from AJ.
Right, so we're talking the Raw Women's title match. Bianca Belair, the current champion and the Ministry's female superstar of the year, versus Alexa Bliss. It's very, very hard to vote against Bianca, but I'm gonna do it. I have a feeling that this whole Uncle Howdy Wyatt Six thing has to come to a boiling point at some point, and I actually believe that this is the point where most people believe you will see the Bray Wyatt coming to get revenge. Uncle Howdy's actually going to be on a recruiting mission, and that's how Alexa Bliss is going to take the crown. She's going to walk out the champ. It's something different. I don't know what's next for Bianca. This expands the War Women's title, so my pick, Alexa Bliss.
Whew, shit. All right, Big Tone.
Oh, it's very interesting that he said this, because you know what, he could very well be right. I mean, the way I look at it is, though, is what potential challenges do we have for the next few months coming up, and what possibly could happen at WrestleMania? Could we make Bianca lose that title so she can have her moment against Charlotte Flair for the title, which was kind of teased on Raw a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah.
Could it be a thing where Rhea is winning the Royal Rumble and it's going to be her versus Bianca?
Rhea.
I don't see who Alexa faces if she wins. Yeah, like who I don't think they've aligned anyone to be a major face to go against Alexa at WrestleMania or anything. And again, like what Leon was saying, again, this is a monster push. She's almost hit a year. Why ruin that now? Like you had your chance to with Bailey. I feel Bailey should have at least got the title once and then I could get it back. But that never happened. So you might as well just keep that long run going. But I don't necessarily think that Bianca is going to just straight up beat Alexa here. I feel it might be a thing where Alexa goes crazy again and the match gets thrown out. Yeah.
Nefarious means.
Well, like not so the frame just straight up beat down. Yeah. Like another taken out of the stretcher type job or whatever. Yeah. Either way, I'm gonna say this: Bianca leads with the belt.
That's a very good point.
Interesting. So I'll tell you the thing you said there, that because I was very on the fence about this, Big Tone, but you've actually said something there that's tipped me to leaning for Bianca. So yeah, spoiler, Bianca. The reason for that is I think what you've said is spot on. They haven't built anyone up to face Alexa in the aftermath. Bailey sliding in doesn't make sense. Rhea, if she wins the Rumble, hang on. My dark horse might be able to face Alexa, although I don't know if. I'm going to stay with Bianca, but I reserve the right to revisit this match.
Oh.
I'm going to stay with Bianca for now, though. Then the tag.
Bianca. Simple, easy, quick. Bianca Belair, because I pick against her every single time, and she's won every single time. And then this time she's going to lose, ain't she? But yeah, I'm picking Bianca because it doesn't make any sense. And that can be the only little thing afterwards. Plus, I see Bianca versus Rhea, but I also see Rhea versus the blonde hair woman. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, well, I'm picking Bianca for simple with the fact that a dominant champ should stay a dominant champ to WrestleMania. Make it a full year. She wins at WrestleMania, loses at WrestleMania. There we go.
There's just one little spanner I'll throw into the works with this, guys. Do bear in mind that Bianca works. This is going to sound dirty, but don't go there. Bianca works best off her back. So when she's fighting for the title at Mania, that's when we get the best Bianca Belair. So there is definitely logic to taking the title off her just for the sake of having her win it back at Mania. Because Leon compared her to Roman. Like I'd go so far. Leon's going to hate me for this, but work with me. I'd go so far as to compare her to The Undertaker because she is money at WrestleMania. She only does fight. She's now 2-3 years in a row, 5-star match. Just like she is the MVP of WrestleMania at the moment, not Roman. I'm.
You know what? I would actually say I would agree with you in some ways there, because it's actually hard to think about how many matches she's lost compared to how many matches she's won. I can't even when I say I can't even think of how many matches she's lost, it's because it's a very low number compared to the matches that she's won. That's big money. That's John Cena, Undertaker, Roman Reigns. Yeah, I completely agree with you, Neeks. That's a very, very great statement.
Thank you,
it's
sir.
true.
Thank you, because it's true. I think I've got to go up next for this one. Which
wait. Let me just make one quick point before you watch it.
Please go for it. Go for it.
Like, I'm not sure I'm like completely with the whole fighting from the back thing now. If it would have been a few months ago, yeah, I would have agreed with you. But now, in a couple of months' time, for to drop the title at Royal Rumble and then fight back to it, is it that much of a journey back to the title?
Good point. That's a good point. But you'll get the best match out of her. Story be damned.
She's gonna she's gonna burn the house down anyway. Because again, Bianca, I really do think, in retrospective, we'll look back on this reign much more fondly. Yeah, because she's had some great matches.
She has.
She never fails in the ring.
They're already doing.
I mean, the best Bianca Belair I've ever seen was before she won her first title during the Thunderdome era when Bayley was fucking around with her. That was the best Bianca Belair I saw.
I think
they're already
always better chasing than
they're already doing hot potato with the women's SmackDown title. So that's why I feel that Bianca has a stronghold on the Raw Women's title, and that's another reason why I believe she's going to hold it for. It's the Raw Women's title seems to be that title you hold for the best part of the year, and the best wrestlers hold that title.
I'll say this: I think it's a little early to be calling hot potato, given that it's just changed once.
Well, I can name in the last couple of months we've had Liv, Ronda Rousey, and now Charlotte as women's champion in the last.
Fair play.
Last
one had it too long. One got injured, and the other one's blonde.
Wow.
Actually, three of them are blonde.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. I keep saying it. Wasn't champ. Someone left. Someone came back. Champ.
Someone didn't even have a match. I want that now.
And as a matter of fact, I swear Ronda had it before Liv, then Liv had it, then Ronda. Bloody hell, hot potato and a half. Yeah,
okay, it is hot potato. You're quite right. It's just whenever I think hot potato, I always want them to go back to kind of like, Rock Triple H days. That was good hot potato.
Looking to hold the title.
Wait, IC or heavyweight?
World title, man. They remember like Attitude Era.
Yeah,
I see when they actually wrestled.
Because they did have one hell of a ladders match for the IC title as well.
Right, next match. WWE have been kind enough to not create a graphic for this one, which is a bit shit. But I wish I could say I was surprised. But hey ho, so I'll just put Royal Rumble graphic up. It's the women's Royal Rumble. This one. So it leaves to me to go first for this one. Yay! I think. Sorry.
That's disrespect. They haven't even done that.
It's not done yet. You still got SmackDown to go, and then they can bring something up.
Like they had the men's one for week, innit? Yeah, for week.
You get me?
They don't care about this women's one.
It's really bad.
I'm trying to come up with
so there are 2 points up for grabs for each of these matches. So
Jesus Christ, man!
Because you can win a point for the winner or your dark horse. Obviously, you can't win both. You can't win the same point twice. So winner or dark horse, you can. So if your winner doesn't win it, but your dark horse does, you're still in with a point. And you also get a bonus point if you pick the Iron Man correctly. So 2 points up for grabs in both matches. Big points here. Royal Rumble is an important event for the Ministry of Wrestling. For the overall winner of the Women's Royal Rumble, I think it would be cray to look beyond Rhea Ripley. I think they have built her like, I mean, she was never in line to be big boss of House of Beta. And then when she took control, it became Judgment Day. Like, yo, they certified now, and she's the head of the certified clique. I said it. Rhea's brilliant, man, and I think her first title run on the main roster was dry as hell because they didn't know how to bring up NXT stars and book them properly. They just thought, let's put a title on you and hope for the best.
Makes
No
sense.
booking strategy. Fuckery. I think now they're going to have Rhea, because Rhea did a great run under Triple H in NXT. And I'm hoping Big Papa H is going to do right by her and put the title on her again at Mania. So Rhea's my overall winner. Dark Horse, just because I read in the reports a few weeks ago that they did have big plans for her. And they've kind of done a good job of making us forget her. But it's the woman with the fake smile and the big back. I've got to go Raquel Rodriguez. So Raquel is my dark horse to win this. Iron Man. So
Iron Woman.
Iron Woman. Thank you, Dan. You're quite right. Just because there's talks of her actually winning it, but I don't think she should be winning it again, having won it so recently. I think Becky Lynch is a good shout for Iron Woman, because she's still one of the biggest stars in women's wrestling. She needs to have a solid run throughout the Rumble. And there are talks of her winning it again, which I don't think should happen. So, you can play fuckery and trickery with the crowd here and make it look like she's going to win. Bring her out early. Have her go, obviously, Iron Woman range and bring her into the final four. I need to go, oh, no, you lost, love. So Becky would be my pick for Iron Woman. Now,
what if the Iron Woman? What if the Iron person you pick wins? Is that automatic 2 points?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ah, sweet.
I want to go next.
Auto 2.
No, it's just random.
I'm going to go with you next, then.
Right. I forgot about this person, which is a shame because she's been amazing. Every video I've seen online, love her. I made fun about the way she looks because I keep saying she looks like Joker, but you know what I'm talking about. Love her. Amazing. And I can't remember her name right now.
Rhea Ripley.
There you go. Rhea Ripley to win. Straight up, should win. Been the best thing on every single clip I've seen of WWE. She's been the best thing. I'm not talking about female, male, whatever. It's just been the best thing I've seen. So I'm got her for winning. For my dark horse, I've got Bliss. I'm gonna throw Bliss in there. Yeah, because it's a dark horse, so might as well. So my reason for Bliss would just be because make her do the spooky stuff. Because she's still doing the spooky stuff, right?
But she's you are aware that she's fighting Bianca Belair same evening.
Yes, but how many times have we seen wrestlers?
We brought this up earlier.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know it was her.
The thing is,
I just thought, for the interest of fairness, you should be reminded.
Hold on.
I'm still going. No, bro, don't do it. We've had a very respectful show, right? I'm still sticking with Bliss. She could come in at 27. You know that lovely lucky number 27, and somehow win. So yeah, I'm sticking with Bliss. I'm sticking with it. She's gonna lose quick and early, and because she's lost, she's coming back and she's gonna win the damn thing with the help of Uncle Howdy. Yeah, she's coming because of that.
And is Bailey your Iron Woman?
Yes.
Ready
for it now? I got reason behind this, and not just because I'm picking Bailey, because I always pick Bailey. This one is she's got 2 friends that could protect her and keep her safe. She comes in at number 1, get her ass whooped. Number 2, one of her friends. They stay there. She becomes a CM Punk. She takes promos and whatever in between the match. Whatever it is, she becomes the one protected by her friends. And then she throws them out and becomes one of the final 4 and gets thrown out first out the 4. But yeah, Iron Woman. Bailey, with reason. Reason.
Let me hear from AJ here.
Right, time for the Women's Royal Rumble. You know what? Let's not beat around the bush. The name that seems to be going all over the place, I'm going to have to go with it as well. I'm going to follow the crowd. Don't know what the rest of the ministry have gone for, but it has to be Rhea Ripley. I believe it's her time. She is probably the most dominant female currently out there, and I believe that she's just gonna continue dominating, and it leads to many title matches all over the place. And Yeah, it's going to be big. So I believe Rhea Ripley is that one. In terms of Dark Horse, Ded's going to love this one. I'm going Bailey on this one. I feel that there's something that's there. There's been a few losses, and yeah, she is putting people over, which is a good point to be at the moment. But where it leads to something, I feel that all these title matches that she's lost, hopefully the Royal Rumble could lead her to a Mania moment. And, once again, Bailey's raising gold where Damage Control have had the titles and Bailey hasn't. She gets her Mania moment, which she rightfully deserves. In terms of Iron Woman, Bailey was going to be my initial choice, and I thought maybe it would be another Dark Horse, and maybe she could be both. But ultimately, the idea that I'm hoping for is Shayna Baszler. Yeah, like we've seen a very damaging Shayna Baszler on the main roster. Then it died. It fizzled. Yeah, she was a tag team champ, but we've not seen the Queen of Spades do her thing the way the Queen of Spades can. And while you don't put her in the title picture, where this Ronda's not going to be there, this is how you do it. You show how dangerous, how much of a bad mama jamma Shayna Baszler is. Sorry, bit of a mind fart there. You show how bad she is by putting Shayna in there, destroying, getting maximum elimination. She doesn't have to win, but people are going to have eyes on Shayna Baszler once again, and that's what the Queen of Spades deserves. So Shayna Baszler for the Iron Woman, Rhea Ripley for the main, and my dark horse is Bailey.
A big mama jammer. That's an interesting one.
Bailey.
Leon, over to you, man.
What I was going to say in Den's defense was plenty wrestlers, men or women, have gone on to participate in the Royal Rumble after they've lost their match or their title if it's the match before the Royal Rumble, so to speak.
Brock.
So that is a very good answer. Bailey, again, that's another good one because she feels she has something to prove. So those are two good answers. Now, my pick, kind of going with the crowd here, Rhea Ripley, for all of the above, for everything that everyone just said. I don't need to repeat it. She's literally dominating. Your take on it, Nico, was very interesting, but Rhea Ripley kind of reminds me of a modern day China. She's just kicking ass, taking names, and it's pretty soon she's going to be holding titles like her as well. Which is why I thought it was very interesting about the mention of her actually holding possibly the United States or the Intercontinental title because she's that great to hold them. China held the Intercontinental title, and I don't think another woman has held any of those titles since. So if anyone was due to replace that, definitely Rhea Ripley. So that's my pick for the Royal Rumble winner. Dark Horse, I'm going to have to agree with Nico on this one. Raquel Rodriguez. Rhea Ripley is everything I want Raquel Rodriguez to be. And, she was absolutely massive in NXT, and I kind of wanted her to bring that over to Raw, but for creative reasons or whatever, they made her this babyface. I want her to turn back heel. I want her to dominate again. She's that good that she could actually join Rhea Ripley in that group, but that's another story for another day. So my dark horse is Raquel Rodriguez, and for everything that Nico said about Raquel Rodriguez, she's the reason why I think she's going to be the Iron Woman as well. So my Iron Woman, Raquel Rodriguez, dark horse, Raquel Rodriguez, but my overall winner for the Women's Royal Rumble, Rhea Ripley.
Cool. Well summarized. Big Tone?
Yeah, to be honest, that is actually quite a good shout. Yeah, the winner is going to be Rhea Ripley. Like everyone has said, she's done excellent. Like on Raw, like she's been one of the most focal points of Judgment Day, and like I do liken her to China, just like you said, Leon, and her run. If someone was to step up and indeed start fighting the guy side of the roster, she would be the most believable to do it at this stage. She's already had that one match against Tozawa, in it, where she whooped his ass. So like, there's weird there. She's on a tear. Like, I don't feel we should pour water on her by not making her win this, because again, she's got a couple of big matches. If we're talking about future potential of who's going to fight who at WrestleMania, she's got 2 big matches waiting for her. She's got a rematch against Charlotte Flair for the title that she lost a couple of years ago during the the warehouse era. Yeah. Then you got
Sarah. I like
then
that.
you got of course the big match that we want to see was robbed of seeing it earlier this year because of injury. That's Bianca versus Rhea. And again, like the most person who's like strong, who might be actually stronger than the strongest, is Rhea Ripley. So it's a good person like to go to the main event, either side of those belts, whichever side she picks. All right. So now the dark horse one. This one is hard for me because I'm tempted to do the same as Leon, like go Raquel, yeah, for both, yeah. But then I'm thinking Becky, like, because Becky also has some potential great matches at WrestleMania. Like, yeah, I don't think you're gonna do Bianca versus Becky again. That was the bookend of that SummerSlam. But you can indeed do the match that should have happened at WrestleMania years ago, and that's Charlotte versus Becky. Yeah, they've not met one on one. They've Ronda's always been there. Ronda would have been in that spot, yeah, no doubt, if she had not got injured. But she's been injured, so unfortunately we're not going to see her. So does that mean Becky? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go with Becky as my dark horse to win.
Becky is your dark horse. Okay.
Dark horse, yeah. I'm going to go for Iron Woman, Raquel Rodriguez. Like, she's been on a tear. They've been showing how strong she is and powerful. She's going to have the most eliminations. She's going to last the longest. She's going to come close, but no cigar. Probably eliminated by Rio or some fuckery with damage control or something. Yeah. Bringing into the fairest music type thing. Yeah. But she ain't going to win. So, yeah. Raquel as my Iron Woman.
Cool.
Who
Big
the
Tone.
hell is
I'm gonna.
Raquel?
She's a big girl who thinks her back is more muscular than it really is.
I would love
cool.
to see Rhea. I would love to see Rhea win by nefarious means, like Dominic coming down and starting fuckery.
That would be excellent.
That would be perfect.
Big Tone, I'm going to keep you on for the next one. It's theoretically the big one. It's the Men's Royal Rumble, where they've announced most of the competitors other than a few surprises. I'm calling Matt Cardona now to make a surprise and maybe Chelsea Green to be in the Women's Rumble.
Nice.
Yeah, have them both come back. I think that would be a cool shout. They announced Cody Rhodes, but from what Triple H has said to us is that the surprises coming back are even bigger than Cody. He's done to Tony Khan. What's he gonna do?
Well, I'm gonna gonna go with my heart here and who I want to win, because again, it's not clear with Triple H saying something like that.
Right.
I want Cody to win. I want Cody to win the Royal Rumble. I want Cody to go to WrestleMania. I want Cody to dethrone Roman, because no one else, bar one person in the company, has like the storyline prepared that much for them with the groundwork laid out, for a clear path to the title, and that is Cody. And I feel with anyone coming and taking it, if Cody, if KO was to win, on Saturday, I'm sure everyone would be happy, they'd be elated, but then we would all think, should it have been KO who ended the 3-year run? We're not going to say that about Cody, because again, the whole hell he went through in Hell in the Cell has put him on the map forever. Yeah. He was already on the map going from AEW, the first major star to go from AEW to WWE. He was already on the map there. And of course, he has the built-in storyline of we all want to see him be champion, because, his dad, Dusty Rhodes, was never WWE champion, even though he should have been. Yeah. So for all of those reasons, Cody is my guy to actually win the whole damn thing. Yeah. Okay. In terms of dark horse, I'm going to go Sami Zayn. Yeah. Like, you know, again, I talked about built-in storylines. You've been building this storyline for the best part of the year. It's the best storyline in WWE. It might be the best storyline in wrestling. The whole Sammy Uso bloodline story, and even like even now, yeah, like on Monday when they did the whole twist thing where Jey Uso was the one of all people to defend them in, yeah, like that makes it interesting. It does still make me think, oh, Sammy's probably in line for tag titles, and that's where they're going with that, making it like even more personal between them. But of course, you're gonna fight Roman at some point, either way, but we just don't know when. Yeah. But like again, this is a great way to get there. And like I said, they could possibly be doing a night 1 and night 2 of title defenses. And again, like that'd be a brilliant way to bookend it. I would like, it might kill everyone, but if I was doing the booking, I would have Cody win on night 1 and Roman retain on night 2 to piss everyone off. Even though I would like him to lose both, I would be very happy for Sammy. But Sammy
if they book him for a title match each evening, I could see him dropping both in that order.
Yeah, so could I. So could I. But either way, like, you know, I could see Sammy. But then, like I said, if it is true and The Rock does indeed come back, yeah, then like again, you do the 2 titles. You got to do my man on night 1, Cody, and then you got to do Rock on night 2. And I seriously doubt that The Rock would win. So then you would still have the Universal title to maybe lose at SummerSlam or whatever. So all those things to consider. But yeah, Sammy.
So many angles.
So many angles.
Which is good.
Yeah.
It's great.
It is great. It is great. And there's a lot of intrigue as well. As for Iron Person.
Yeah. Person? Iron Woman and Iron Person?
Yeah, person. You never know.
Yeah. Getting Marvel up in there, Iron Man. It's interesting as between a couple of people that I'm thinking is going to be the Iron Man this time round. I think it's either going to be Seth freaking Rollins showing up with stuff in it. Yeah, again, a man who is also bulletproof at the moment, like a guy who's got the fans so behind him. It's just crazy. Or you make Austin Theory do his thing. Yeah, we're trying to build up Theory as like, you know, a top guy. So which one of these two is going to do it?
Burn it down.
I'm going for the old. I'm going for the old ring. Go on, who you got?
Seth is going to be the Iron Man.
Okay, yeah, for the freaking guy.
Let me jump on next. Yeah, I'm not going to dawdle on this. I think most people are going to do this. Cody to win, Sammy for Dark Horse. I don't need to add anything more than what you've said, Big Tone. Yeah, Cody to win, Sammy Dark Horse. I would book it so that Roman drops to both of them. That would just be me. That said, Triple H is done a Tony Khan. He better fucking deliver The Rock now. Because I swear down, if Matt Cardona is the big surprise, after saying, we've got a bigger surprise than Cody, nah, sorry. The only thing that could actually, I'm trying to think of something that would break the internet. Okada, Omega, or MJF walk out. Then I'd be like, okay, you've pulled a coup here.
Glass breaking.
Glass breaking is a shout.
That's not a big thing. He was there last Mania.
Glass breaking.
Hey, big could be size.
Glass breaking.
Big could be size. Biggie.
Biggie will probably be back.
He'll probably be Biggie.
Hulk Hogan.
My dark horse, I think is actually going to entertain you all. Just because of the nuclear level heel heat on him at the moment, I'm going to pick Dominic Mysterio. I think, I think what's going to happen if you don't let him win, but you start him early, and then you have very shortly after Balor and Priest come out and start defending the little cunt. and then you have Dominic go to like the last 4, and you've got Cody and like Seth and freaking Sammy all in there. You could do something really fucked up, like have Dominic throw Sammy out and break everyone's heart, and then Cody throws Dominic out. But there is such heel heat you could get by having Dominic go Iron Man. And I don't think there's any other wrestler which would make people go, get this fucker out the ring.
That's brilliant. That's actually brilliant.
That's really good.
For that reason, Dominic, just for entertainment value, has got to be the Iron Man.
Oh, well done, Booker Man. That's really cool. That's really cool.
I'm glad you guys like that one. I thought it would entertain you all.
If I don't see that now, I'll be pissed.
And he will throw Rey Mysterio out. 100%.
Definitely.
100%. And that will set up the retirement match at Mania. Booking it now. But yeah, Dominic Mysterio to make it to the final 4 and coming out to like number 11. 11 to 27. Book it. Book that shit. Y'all like that. Let's see what AJ has to say.
Hey, the Men's Royal Rumble. Let's not waste any time. We've all seen the videos. We know he's coming back. It's a dream for some, but it's the American Nightmare. Cody Rhodes all the way, cashing in at WrestleMania. It goes against the vision that I've always had for Cody, which I believe it should be. Roman takes out The Rock at Mania. Then he has to take on one more royal family. Will Rocky appear? I don't know. So much so that I don't know that he's not even going to be my dark horse. My dark horse is going to be Sami Zayn. Yeah, I've got this vision that if it's not Cody, which everyone believes it's going to be, we're going to have a moment where Sami Zayn wins the Royal Rumble, refuses to take on the Tribal Chief, and has to forfeit it. And that's where Elimination Chamber crowns who takes on Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. And that leads to the spill out, and that's where we start to then build towards Sami and KO going for the tag titles. So I believe that's what's actually going to happen there. I believe Sami Zayn will actually be the dark horse and take it. In terms of Iron Man, I think he's been it before, but I'm actually putting my money on Finn Balor. I've got a feeling the Judgment Day might do the... Excuse me. I've got a feeling that the Judgment Day will do a bit of guerrilla tactics. They will find a way to get there. You're going to have Dom, you're going to have Damian Priest, and you're going to have Balor, and they're going to find ways to just beat people down, take them out. And it helps on there. Also, prediction, maybe even a spoiler, Dom to eliminate Rey Mysterio. Sorry, Nick, but that's what I see. I think that's one of the key moments in it. So once again, my Iron Man, bit of a weird one, but it's going to be Finn Balor. Could be Seth, but I'm going to go with Finn Balor. Dark Horse, Sami Zayn, and the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, to take it all and head to WrestleMania. Point to that sign.
Cool. Leon, take it away.
I'm loving the nuclear heat. I'm loving the nuclear heat reference. That made my day. But you know what? I too, call it sadistic, but I want the roof to explode with nuclear heat for Dominic Mysterio. And to imagine he gets rid of Sami Zayn. Oh my God. Yeah. Obviously they're building on this. So as AJ said, sorry Nico, but I see Dominic eliminating his father. Even if it's nefarious means, I see him eliminating his father.
Yeah.
Now, without getting carried away with the nuclear heat, my winner for the Royal Rumble is also Cody Rhodes. This build-up is very similar to Triple H when he done his quad. Came back, they showed you all the training and all of the videos and promos that they were showing leading up to it. He came back saying that he was going to be in the Royal Rumble. He won the Royal Rumble, then he went on to WrestleMania. This is exactly the same build as Triple H has come back when he injured his quad. Therefore, so it's that long, for everyone to get behind him and so forth. Everyone knows his story. It makes it that story that everyone wants to come true. We know he's never been champion. We know he wants to bring that title finally into the Rhodes household for his father. May he rest in peace. So it's everything you want it to be, and if wrestling is still true, it will happen. Cody Rhodes to win the Royal Rumble and then going on to beat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Dark horse. Now, as much as I really agree with the Sami Zayn, my dark horse is I'm gonna stick with my guns and say The Rock. I know we don't know. I know. You know, it could, it can't. But it's amazing when it's at that level. When was the last time we've deliberated on WWE like this? It's been a long time, so it's actually great to feel this and to have that kind of moment. But they have a good way of swaying and swerving and doing a Tony Khan, as you lot said. But without thinking about it too much, with the whole, I swear, if their big moment is Zach, oh my God, or Cardona, oh my God. If anything, we riot. That's what I say. But
you can't announce Cody and make Matt Cardona your big surprise. I'm sorry, that's fucked.
I agree. I agree. That's exactly why I would say if it's Matt Cardona, we riot. I want everyone to riot if it's Matt Cardona, because please, that's not anything bigger than Cody Rhodes. If anything, The Rock is bigger than Cody Rhodes.
It has to be The Rock now. He said it up to be The Rock.
Yeah, and that's my reason for him being my dark horse.
Yeah,
so without speaking too much on it, because we're coming up to that hour, winner Cody Rhodes. It's just it's like the whole world wants Cody to win, including myself. So Cody to win the Royal Rumble. Dark horse The Rock, because of the fact that if Sami Zayn is one of the last few in the ring, everyone's gonna get behind him. Ooh, Dominic eliminates Sami Zayn.
My storyline.
Yeah, and then that nuclear heat turns to cheers because you hear, if you smell
oh shit, The Rock eliminates Dominic. Buster, come on.
Do you see what I'm saying? And then when he's doing the whole punch thing, you know when he does that little taking the piss before he hits that final, I want him to do the little Eddie Guerrero thing and then took it and knock him out the ring, you know what I'm saying? But winner Cody Rhodes, dark horse The Rock. Now my 60-minute man, my Iron Man, I'm gonna say Seth freaking Rollins. You know, I'm just going to keep it simple. He's literally fire right now, and it gives the crowd the opportunity to go whoa, whoa, all fucking night long until something shocking happens.
If
anything, like those cheers, those woe chants are going to help keep him in the ring. You know, he's going to get energy from that, and it's just going to entertain. So, Iron Man, Seth freaking Rollins.
Okay. Mr. Tech.
Right. No long to me. Everyone knows I'm going to go the same as y'all when it comes to Cody as the winner, because, come on, if Cody doesn't win, it's like that year when they didn't bring in Daniel Bryan. That was, so Cody to win. I'm going to come back to my dark horse, but my Iron Man, I do have as, what's it called again, everyone's runner-up to win. Sammy. I have Sammy as an Iron Man, not a winner. I don't see him. I see him being in it for long, always on the edge, and the crowd holding him there. And I hope Dom doesn't eliminate him, because that'd be something freaking amazing. But him being there for long, it might even be in the final two, him and Cody at the end. So that's gonna be like deciding with the crowd who you like. But anyway, my runner-up, I can't think who that dark horse. I can't think who the dark horse would be. I've really been sitting there. So I'm gonna use technique and jump on your bandwagon. Two people pick Seth friggin' Rollins. So I'm gonna go with Seth Rollins. I don't think he's gonna win at all, but I gotta pick someone. And I said before when someone else was talking, which I shouldn't have, but I jumped in. The big surprise could literally mean size. It's a big surprise. And it's just Big E, which would be a surprise. And then some, because no one's spoken about Big E for quite a while.
Big E would be
and
huge.
Just hear that music come, or whatever, see there, and he screams it out. The crowd would lose their mind, And then when he gets thrown out, everyone be scared as fuck because don't jump on your head. Don't jump on your head. So, yeah.
You know, the way they could do Bill Big E is have Kofi come out. It's a new day. Yes, it is. Then have Xavier come out. It's a new day. Yes, it is. And then much
Then
later,
music.
it's a new day. Yes, it is. And you're like, fuck, he's back.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You could build that.
Yeah.
Rock coming back would be huge. Biggie coming back as the third. That's how they need to do Biggie. Triple H, I know you watched this
There's
shit.
other guys as well.
I did this before. I see you.
Like Edge. No one's mentioned Edge coming back.
Bro, no one has mentioned Gunther or Sheamus. I'm shocked no one
Because-
picked them as Iron Man.
I was gonna pick Sheamus, I'm very close to picking Sheamus, but I was like, nah, I just want those that to be in their own little corner. Remember like old school WWE when you had the top billing, mid card, and you had everyone just like this little feud going on. I want it to be that corner, and I want Brock to jump into that corner with them. I want just the tough bastards to all be together and beat the shit out of each other for us. That's what I want.
Throw Lashley as well for that.
Lashley,
No
so
one-
Lashley over there as well. Have them people that you know in real life. If they grab you, you're done. Like I know
No
anyone
one's
on the
mentioned-
roster can take it, but them lot. So
No
anyway,
one's
those are my
mentioned
3
Drew
picks.
What
McIntyre.
about-
No one's Drew either.
Oh,
Nah, I ain't
yeah.
picking Drew. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. he had his time. If it wasn't for us going to Clash of the Castle, I would have picked Drew. But the Clash of the Castle was Drew's big thing, and it ended with him singing "Oh Caroline." So screw that. Like, he let me down from that.
American Pie, actually.
American Pie. Oops. Even worse because he's never American. God damn it.
No, it was, it was really.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Who
You got
else
my
do you
picks?
think can come back?
So that's our show.
beautiful.
That is the show. There's very, very little separating us. The only
Very.
out and out winner here I could see being AJ because he picked Alexa
the-
when we all picked Bianca, and he picked LA Knight when we all picked Bray, which could also mean AJ could be the only out and out loser. So this can go both
Yeah.
ways.
If AJ takes the lead, I wouldn't be upset because deep down, I know Big Tom goes on. I should be on 6 points. Everyone know AJ should be in the lead, but he's not
How?
because he's too nice.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. We sent the best away
CM
a
Punk.
couple of times earlier in the year. Yeah, for no reason.
Big
Do you want some
Tone,
points? Have my points.
Big
Yeah,
Tone,
that's
don't
true.
worry. You're going to get the 5-4-3-2-1 point system coming in next season, and then you won't be able to complain anymore.
Just complain about being
Favorite.
last because anyway.
It'll be good.
Let's
Yeah,
wrap
that's
this
all
up, y'all.
coming.
Keep it nice and neat.
That's all coming when season 3 comes after WrestleMania. But yeah, we are on the road to WrestleMania. The ministry will all be gathering at the Zone's house this coming Saturday. We may put some vertical content out, so keep it tuned in to TikTok, to Instagram, to Facebook, Ministry of Wrestling, at MOW News on Twitter. Please be sure to follow this podcast wherever you get your podcast from. If I could get the banners up, that'd be really fucking good right now. But there's 1,000,001 banners here. Here's a banner. Here we go. Is that the banner? That's not the banner. That's really annoying. Fuck it. I'm not going to put the banner up. All
This is
popular
about-
podcast platforms. We're everywhere. Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, we're there, right? Just search Ministry of Wrestling. And if you are new to the channel, please be sure to like the video, share the video with anyone who you think may be interested. And if you know some wrestling fans, hey, send them towards Ministry of Wrestling because you are helping us grow. And we are very, very grateful for that. Well done, whoever
That's
got that
me.
up.
Yep, that was me, but that's the silver screen dudes.
Well done, whoever got that one up. Yeah, that's all the socials. I don't know what he's done with the Spotify's, but yeah, guys, sound off, and we'll let you, and we'll call this a day.
Sweet. Once again, I'm Den the Tech, the wrestling fan that doesn't watch wrestling, and also the reigning champion that hates losing. So come on. I can't. If I lose this, I will actually cry on camera, and I don't want to do that. I don't embarrass myself. So anyway, yeah. Peace and love, y'all.
Next,
Well, it doesn't get your Kleenex ready. Anyway, Big Toe out the zone.
and
Leon Uso Simzi saying the one. Keep it
the one. The one. And I am Double V, the Viceroy of Verisimilitude, Nico Luro. I will see you all next time. Peace out, y'all.
Peace out.